Bam! There we go. As the screen says, we are live. Welcome to R is Untitled. And of course, I am R. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. As you can see, as I'm coming on, the room is damn near filled already. That means it's going to be a live one tonight. So with that being said, first order of business, like, share, and subscribe. I always say this. And I hope these people that are on with me, I'm pretty sure everybody's already liked, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that, guys. But if you have not, please do so on the YouTube R is Untitled channel. I would appreciate that. Definitely support grassroots business. That's what this is. Support it. It's greatly appreciated because I support everybody else. So do the same for me. And with that being said, let's get into it. Let's get into this one first. We was talking about Pittsburgh and this situation, but we're gonna get back to that. And Roland was dropping some jewels on that. Wait, before I even get into this, I do my introductions. I'm sorry. First off, I'm going too fast. First off, we have Miss Evelyn here waving her hand, and she is live. You might hopefully all is well with you, Miss.
Yes, I'm nice and warm in my snuggie.
There you go. Okay, all we need is live to join in as well. He could join you. Also joining us is my man Ronan Black. Ronan, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good. Thank you, brother, for joining us as always. And the newest retiree in the ranks, Sir Reggie.
Who is that? Who is that?
Sir, do you work? Do you have to get up in the morning? Do you work? Do you have a job?
Yeah, I got a job. I got to take my daughter to school. That's about it.
I'm not talking about that. Nah, yeah, exactly. He's collecting checks right now. He's living the life, living a high life. Reggie, your mic is live. Hopefully, all is well.
I'm trying to catch up to Sir Don.
Here we go.
And speaking of that young man, formerly of the BX, now residing in Carolina. I'm not going to say which one. It could be North, it could be South, whichever. I'm not going to give that up. It's Dominic Donato. Your mic is live, sir. All is well with you, I hope.
No, but we'll manage. Quick story. They went from it could be a rat to now it might be a squirrel in my walls.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
In some ways, yeah. But that being said, it's annoying because you don't know when it's gonna.
Well, yeah, it's gonna make an appearance.
Now we're calling in the wildlife people. Yeah.
But I'll take that deal. I'll take that deal than that rat thing. I'm like, because like I said, I have a huge fear of those things, man. I don't play that. I'm like,
New York?
Nah, I don't play with that stuff, man. I'm good. So take the squirrel.
That's what everybody says. Oh, you're from the Bronx. You couldn't. No, I never saw a rat. I'm just being honest. I never saw a rat.
So are they? You might have a hole in your roof. You think?
They did that. They checked. Every house. I don't want to keep this, but every house has nicks and cracks
for sure,
where something could come in. And
wow.
So $1 zillion later with all the traps. The guy comes today and he's like, if it was a rat, it would have, with the holes he put in the wall, he would have came in looking for food.
Of course.
Right. We know it's not a mouse because the hole is too big and mice don't work that hard. Mice are lazy. They get in, they get out, and they're good.
Right, right.
So the guy comes today and he's like, I don't see no droppings. It might be a squirrel. I'm like,
well, if a squirrel got in, then they know how to get out. So
exactly.
That's what I was thinking. He's trying to find his way out.
Yeah.
But he better hurry up because if I shot him, there's gonna be another hole in my wall.
I can see you now with you're gonna have the laser scope and everything. You got the scope on and everything.
I got the red dot.
You got the scope.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Scope. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get into this, man. So a certain, I'm going to use this word, legendary coach. Legendary coach got snubbed on the first ballot of the NFL Hall of Fame.
I wonder, is it because he's dating his granddaughter?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wow.
I mean, it could be. No, you know what? Hold on. There could be some hate. There could be some haterade. You never know. There could be some hate.
Well,
but here's the thing, though, that bothers me, and this is going to be very unpopular. They are hating on this man. The Spygate, and what was the other one? The Deflate Gate.
Deflate Gate.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not trying to hear that. That to me, that is like some really whiny shit. Okay. So what? The guy videotaped. So So what? Big deal. What's the big deal about that? I'm sorry.
And if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's what they told me, Reg.
Exactly. And also, do something about it then. Win the game. I hate these. Oh, it was because of this. Like when people use excuses of the umpires and the refs. Yo, if the other team had handled their business, that wouldn't even been the problem. You would have won that game. Period. End of story. So to deny this guy, because he's won how many Super Bowls? 6 or 7?
6, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I think it's 6. As a head coach or whatnot, give him his props. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Pete Rose in a way.
I was just about to say that.
It kind of reminds me of Pete Rose in a way because, again, Pete Rose, all-time hit leader, he's not in the Hall of Fame. You got a guy like Belichick, 6 Super Bowl championships, and then you want to deny him. And again, I think
he got in after his death.
After death. But again, why that? I mean, really? We're doing
but
that
I don't think he's in yet. He's eligible.
Is he eligible
to be voted in by the senior committee or Pete Rose? We're talking about.
Pete Rose.
I'll say this when everybody's done. This is strange. This is why I don't like football.
Mm-hmm.
He got more Super Bowl wins than the guy that's named after the trophy. That the trophy's named after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has more Super Bowl. Now you can't count the first 2 guys, George Halas and Lambeau. You can't count them because there was no Super Bowls. They probably got NFL championships, whatever.
Yes, they did.
Here's the other. These are first ballot Hall of Famers, guys. Strangely enough, only 5 have been first ballot Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Halas, Lambeau, Tom Landry. How many Super Bowls he got? 1, 2, maybe. I'll give him 2. I can look that up. Chuck Noll, how many? 3, I think. 2,
4.
3, 4.
4. I think it's 4.
Don Shula.
How many does Don have?
Don Shula was they called him the best coach of all time.
Nah,
that's not the question.
I don't think he won a Super Bowl.
Coach of all time. That's what they said.
No, he won. Did he win one?
No, not with the Dolphins. Maybe with the Colts. I think he did.
But wasn't he with the unbeaten?
He won 2 Super Bowls with the Dolphins.
Right. I think he won 1 with Baltimore.
Oh, Greasy. That's right. My fault.
And then the undefeated season.
Right. Exactly.
Shula only won 2.
Right. Exactly.
Shula won
Baltimore,
2.
I think.
Landry won 2.
Right.
I think he won with Greasy and the Colts, right?
I think so. I'm trying to find it.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Both with the Dolphins. Okay.
He won 1 Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowls with Greasy. That's the starting quarterback. That's when they repeated 73 and 74.
Okay.
So he got 2.
Right.
And what did we say?
6.
Belichick had 6. The Steelers coach, the one I said, Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll 4, and both Howard had 1, and what's his name? Tomlin had 1.
Right.
So with all these guys,
but Tomlin ain't in the conversation because he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
No.
We're talking first ballot Hall of Famers, guys.
Why would they snub him if has the most wins?
Well, again, it's those controversies or whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? Like the Spygate when he was videotaping the opposition and whatever, their plays or the practices, whatever he was doing, but he was taping them, and that's not allowed. Okay. Right. The deflate thing with the deflating the balls. Come on now. I'm so again, I don't buy into that. I don't buy it. And I'm not a Patriots fan like that. I'm not.
Yeah, none of us are. If I'm
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not hating on dude. He's got the most wins by an NFL coach, Super Bowl wins. You got to reward that. Stop being a hater and giving these like inane reasons why you're not voting him in. The man deserves to be there. Period. End of story. And just like I say about Pete Rose, the man deserves to be there. God rest his soul, but he should have been there when he was alive. Right. How do you not 100%. Have the all-time hit leader in the sport not in the Hall of Fame? That's ridiculous.
You got the all-time home run leader not in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. That don't make no sense because these voters, they have an axe to grind against these individuals, and that's not right.
Right.
It's not right.
I don't understand the Belichick thing though. Like, I understood the Barry Bonds thing because even when Barry Bonds was young, like I said, he did more before the Major League Baseball tested for steroids than he did after.
Mm-hmm.
I understand his point. he didn't like the media didn't like him, and he had that bravado to say, I don't need you, I'm still going to be Barry Bonds.
Right.
So, okay, here comes a little animosity. I get it. But Belichick, what did he ever say that really, like you keep saying, at the Deflategate? Mm-hmm. Somebody still had to throw that ball, catch that ball, defend that ball.
Come on, man.
So whether you had too much air, too little, there was still another team on the field.
Exactly.
It went all downhill for me with him when they played the Raiders in the championship.
Oh, that wasn't
and they
him,
let
though.
What?
That wasn't him. That was the NFL. If we're talking about the Tuck rule.
No, I wasn't talking about that one. I think that was the same game when they let the guy come and clear the
that was the other game.
The field goal.
I remember that one. Again, that wasn't him.
Listen, he has something to do with it. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh man.
Again, everything.
He's a hell of a coach.
Everything we're talking about, guys. Somebody had a chance to defend all the things we're bringing up. Somebody could have stopped the snowplow.
Right.
Somebody could have called the fumble instead of inventing a tough rule. NFL, not Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the air in the ball. R got to catch it. Ev got to defend it.
Yeah.
So did they?
The Spygate. Come on, man. How many teams?
And how long ago was that? Like,
wow,
man, a couple of decades.
Yeah,
it's been a while. Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
What was the internet a thing back then?
I don't even think that. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna look it up, guys.
18 years.
18 years.
I said a couple of decades. I was close. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It was dollar.
2007.
Dollar.
2007.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh God, that was 18 years ago. Ugh.
But you see my point and whatnot. Come on, man. Stop. Again, they got an axe to grind against this guy and whatnot. And again, I'll bring that up too. It's probably because he's banging some 25 or 28-year-old.
Oh, where's Bishop? We gotta put the disclaimers out. Where's Bishop? Don't make me call him. He must be busy.
I'm just saying, man. So you got these reporters, these voters. They're men of a certain age. They got these big bellies and whatnot, and glasses, and they're partly balding and whatnot. They're jealous. They're hating.
There's nobody crazy.
These guys ain't pulling no chicks like that. Bill is like, hey, listen, I'm Bill. Right. Okay, you're gonna get with me, and that's it. They're mad at that.
If he was in the NBA, because everybody gets in the NBA Hall of Fame.
Oh, he's on the college campus.
Me and R's up for hours in about another year, just for talking about the NBA.
Exactly.
But between the NFL and Major League Baseball, I don't know what mountain they're on that they can't see normal folks like us. I don't know, because baseball especially, because baseball is that one sport that lives off their history, but your history ain't clean. The first person tied for the first class, I'll put it that way, it was Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb. First two people elected in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Right.
Ty Cobb, who did so much for retired baseball players, was probably the biggest racist in baseball at that time. He was the same guy that filed his cleats, invented the jump slide to jump and spike your ass in your upper body, not your ankles. If anybody was to do research on Ty Cobb, you would say, how the hell did he get in all? But his numbers were great.
Exactly.
What the point I'm getting at, guys, is these moral standards. Come on now. Really?
Yeah,
Alex Rodriguez.
Ridiculous.
Barry Bonds. I don't know football who didn't make it. And here's the weirdest thing, and I'm going to stop because I hate it. I hate the NFL. What changes between the first ballot and the second ballot? Is R going to make more catches? Is Shula going to win more Super Bowls?
Right.
What are we talking about here?
It's not going to make a difference, Dom. It ain't going to make a difference, bro.
So is Tom Brady a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah. And you know what? He should be. But
he was the one throwing the air ball.
Right. But they're going to hold that against him, too. If you're going to hold it against Belichick, exactly.
He was probably the guy in the bleachers with the binoculars doing Spygate.
Right.
I mean, come on. Where do
it's
y'all
ridiculous.
Stop with this nonsense?
And another thing about the Hall of Fame. So I heard this guy didn't get in again. Eli. Good.
Oh, but
Good.
R, let me stop you, R. And Reggie, y'all remember? I don't know if Ronan was. Ronan had. What did I tell y'all when he was playing? He ain't
Average.
first ballot Hall of Famer, guys.
Mm.
He got 2 Super Bowls. So does Jim Plunkett.
Is Jim Plunkett in?
No.
I think Plunkett's.
He might have got in.
No,
I gotta look that up.
He's not in.
Ronan?
He's not in, Ronan?
he's not in.
Okay. See what I mean? That's the name I brought up, guys.
And also the fact too, guys, we're talking about what was Eli overall average without
50-50.
What exactly average without that clutch factor. I'll give it to him. Most times when the Giants had to win and it was
lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
Right,
But it was only
other than
twice,
that,
though. It's not like it was
Exactly.
consistent.
right.
Like, you look at the guys with clutch quarterbacks throughout the history of the league. So you're looking at Roger Staubach, Elway, Montana, Dan Marino,
Young.
Brady, Steve Young, Peyton Manning. Those dudes, it was consistent. It was always there, constant. It was 2 seasons with Eli. Two. Now,
Right.
for Eli,
And two
now,
of the
if I was the
biggest
Eli
moments.
fan, yeah, 2 of the biggest moments. Now, if I was the Eli fan, which I'm not, there's quarterbacks who've won more games, have more accomplished records. Like you look at Plunkett. Plunkett's not in the Hall of Fame because he's got his touchdown interception ratio is in. He has more interceptions than touchdowns. Now, you look at Ken Stabler and you look at Joe Namath. Both of those cats are in the Hall of Fame, and their touchdown to interception ratio is negative. They got more interceptions than touchdowns. Stabler's in the Hall of Fame, and I think part of what Stabler fell off a cliff after he left the Raiders. He was bad after he left the Raiders. Namath never should have been in the Hall of Fame. If you look at his numbers. Now, you look at Terry Bradshaw. Now, Bradshaw is a 4-time winning Super Bowl quarterback. When you look at Bradshaw's numbers compared to Roger,
Tom Brady,
Dan Fouts. I'm just talking about in the 70s. I'm not going to go
guys,
So you look at Ken Anderson, you look at Roger Staubach, and you look at Dan Fouts. Those 3 in particular. They're not even close because his numbers, Bradshaw is a career 51% as far as completion percentage.
Yes.
All the way. Not to mention he lost his starting job to who's that black?
Joe Willie Gilly?
Yeah, Joe Gilliam.
Joe Gilliam.
So if Gilliam didn't have the drug issue,
right.
Who knows? But Bradshaw, again, in the biggest games, and his team was loaded.
The Steelers had a crew, though. God.
Yeah, they were
listen.
loaded. I'm not going to
I think Don could have been back there and thrown as much as he did, bro.
Yeah, if you
they
can
had
make
a
an
crew.
argument, if you put Roger Staubach on Pittsburgh probably wins the Super Bowl every goddamn year.
Yeah,
true.
You put Ken Anderson on there or Dan Fouts. They were better passes than Bradshaw. They called their own plays. Bradshaw called his plays too, but with Eli in his era, look who we played. I mean, look at some of the dudes. I mean, you played Brady, his brother. I mean, I know this dude gets flack. I'm not saying that he's better, but you match his numbers up, just the numbers. Take away postseason, you match his numbers up against Romo. Romo's got better numbers than him.
I'm sure.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm sure.
Brett Favre. Matt Ryan. There's a lot of dudes, and I don't think Matt Ryan's a quarterback either. Phillip Rivers.
What's the guy from New Orleans?
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
All right.
Donovan McNabb. Do I think he's better than McNabb? I don't think so. I think he was better than McNabb. I don't even like the Eagles.
The list goes on and on, but I'll tell you, man, 5 years ago I said it. He's not a first ballot Hall of Fame.
No.
And I think at that time, his wins versus losses, which is strange in football because it's not like baseball, not like being a pitcher. But if I'm not mistaken, guys, it was an even 500. Like
it was.
1 win, 1 loss. Like his record was like 500.
He was pedestrian, bro.
Yeah,
I don't care what
he showed up. You know,
he showed up, and I think a lot of relevance too, because twice you beat the Patriots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once when it was unbeaten. Exactly. Once, you know what I'm saying, when they was unbeaten and whatnot, they had the perfect season, and Eli ruined it. You understand what I'm saying?
Look at his peak years. I mean, look, the first year, I think 2006, 2007, 2000. So 2006, they made the playoffs. They lost. I think that was Barber's last year with the team. 2007, they won. 2008, they actually won a division, and they got beat at home by the Eagles. I remember that game. I remember that game. I think they punted the Deshaun. I don't know what they was thinking.
And he ran it back with.
Yeah, I'm like, are they kicking it to this guy?
Yeah,
he did. He ran that shit back.
All the way.
Yeah, then 2009 they didn't make the playoffs. 2010 they didn't make the playoffs. 2011 they made the playoffs, and then they got lucky in that one because at the end of the year the Saints were rolling that year. So the Saints. I remember late in the year they played the Saints. They went down to the Superdome. The Saints beat the brakes off the Giants. And the Giants defense that year was like 2007. Their defense was ranked like 28th, 29th in the league.
Okay.
And then when they got into the playoffs, they beat the Packers because the Packers defense was actually the worst defense in the league. That's the Packers were 15-1. And the Saints lost to San Francisco. So that made it easy. So the Giants, I know that they didn't want to see the Saints. I remember my cousin's a Giants fan. He's like, yo, I do not want to see the Saints in the playoffs. So
I'm sure he did.
San Francisco. So, and then 2012, no playoffs. 2013, no playoffs. 2014, they made the playoffs. They got bounced out. 2015, no playoffs. So these are the things, man. I mean, and as the numbers then like I said, like what Dom said, you got Breeze. This dude threw for 70,000 yards. Brady threw for 80,000.
Right.
You got Matt Ryan who's throwing for like 65,000 yards. All these different dudes. It's,
I feel
if you're a Giants fan, I mean, what I've been doing, man, I end with this. So I've been going back watching a lot of old NBA games, old NFL games. So I've been watching a lot of Giants games from the late 80s and early 90s. I'm looking at Sims and I'm looking at Eli, and I'm like, it's not better than Phil Sims. I'm looking at the defenses that the Giants, I mean, you had Washington, you had Chicago, you had San Francisco.
That whole NFC East was a problem.
So is he better than Sims? I seen a wide receiver that Sims had, man. Look at Sims real quick. All right. So I watched the game a couple hours ago. This is 89 on a Monday night against San Francisco. The year the 49ers were 14-2. Sims' wide receivers were Lionel Manuel, Stacy Robinson, and Odessa Turner, and his starting tight ends was Zeke Mowat and Irv Cross. Man, I mean, come on, are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
If you give Sims Amani Toomer, I mean, come on, Toomer up until some of these other dudes. I mean, come on, man. Them wide receivers were trash, yo. His starting running back was an old ass O.J. Anderson.
Okay.
O.J. Anderson.
Let me. Av is starting some stuff. All right, I see you, brother. Are we actually downplaying Eli's two?
Not at all. Not at all.
Let me tell you something. First of all, and Bishop, your mic is live as well. Thank you for joining us.
Asking you shall receive.
I was going to call you, Bishop.
Can I say something real quick?
Go right ahead, brother.
In Phil Sims' defense, he was good at what he was good at, and you knew what you were going to get from him. Same thing with Eli. They were both good at what they were good at. 5-yard, 10-yard. You knew what you were going to get every single game. It was consistency. And
also the interceptions.
They had great defense.
And that helmet.
Consistent. So the Giants haven't had great quarterbacks, but the ones who've won have just been consistent. That's it.
Right.
Just be consistent.
Here comes a blasphemous remark. So I'll take Jeff Hostetler over Eli.
Whoa. All right. Now.
I don't know about that.
That's a stretch, dog. That's a stretch.
Evelyn shared some of what she's smoking with she shared some of her medicinal.
I'm sorry, but again, I'm just not impressed with Eli and whatnot. People like to say, "Oh, he won us 2 Super Bowls." No, he didn't. He was a quarterback, but he did not win. The defense won one.
Right.
That's a pure fact. And then on that lucky fling down the middle with the helmet catch, come on. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Sometimes people say it's better to be lucky than good. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear
throw the ball. He had to throw the ball, and the receiver had to have confidence. And
he made a play, bro.
He wasn't even looking when he threw it.
He made a play, bro.
Sometimes you watch some of these other quarterbacks who are great quarterbacks. They fall into the ground. They just throwing it in the direction. So it's not like you don't have to have X-ray vision. You just throwing it in the direction of the receiver, and the receiver goes and does the rest.
Hell, this ain't no Patrick Mahomes diving with some sidearm. This dude was twirled the other way. He threw it. Come on, I'm not. No, I'll give you the one. I'll give you the one where he threw that pass down the sideline to Manningham. That's one of the great throws in the history of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
But that with, come on, man, with what was that, David Tyree? Come on, man.
But Av missed the early part. We weren't taking away his Super Bowl win. We highlighted that. But again, if that's your automatic qualification, then all right, let's make that clear. That if you win 2 Super Bowls, no matter what position you played, you're a Hall of Famer. Is that how we're gonna do it?
You're a quarterback. You're a starting quarterback.
Okay, quarterback
for the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Storied franchise.
Yeah.
You beat the brakes off the Patriots, who had an undefeated season. That's big time.
Right. Now I don't want to do the Ronan, because Ronan's better at this than me in football. But other than them 2 Super Bowl wins, how many sub 500 seasons did they have?
But he got 2 Super Bowls though.
I know, but that's what we're
Jim
saying.
Plunkett.
We're not
Plunkett the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, we spoke on that, Bishop.
Yeah, is Plunkett a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Is he?
I'm just saying, man. If you're saying Eli, right? If you look at Plunkett's career from when he first came in the league with the Patriots and then the 49ers, he was a bust.
Right.
He went to the Raiders. His first year at the Raiders, they won the Super Bowl. They were underdogs. They were the first team in NFL history to play while they were the wild card team. They played on the road. They were the first road team to win all their playoff games and win the Super Bowl. And then 3 years later, they beat the Redskins. That team, I think they were 14-2 that year. They held the record for a while for the most points. They 571 points in the season, and they dog walked them in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So from 80 to 85, Plunkett was amongst some of the best quarterbacks in the league. His numbers with the Raiders are better than it was when he was the Patriots, because he was trash, and with the 49ers, he was trash. That's why his numbers are bad. He caught up as far as his touchdown to interception ratio with the Raiders, but he's not in the Hall of Fame.
So is this all based on the fact that Belichick got snubbed for the Hall of Fame?
Well, that was the subject. That was the
it was a subject, but we talked about how Eli again was not voted in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was snubbed as well for a second time.
Plunkett's not a Hall of Famer.
He'll get in. He's a Manning. He'll get in. He just got to wait his turn. Belichick, I'm kind of happy he didn't get in. I'm kind of happy they snubbed him.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Yeah, I'm kind of happy they snubbed him, because it's like, yo, dude, you made it seem like it was you, and then when Brady left, you guys went into obscurity. So it wasn't you. It wasn't the coach.
Right.
It was
everybody can't be as fortunate as Walsh.
Yeah,
Montana against Steve Young. I mean, that's kind of hard. I don't think anybody has duplicated that.
But he made it seem like it was him, and it wasn't you, dude.
Did he make it seem like that, or did the media make it seem like
that?
No,
he was kind of like cocky, a little edgy. It's like, it was to me.
I still don't think he should have. Like I always say, Bishop, whatever sport it is.
Yeah.
How do you become a second and third ballot Hall of Fame? What did you go back and play and your numbers got better? I mean, which one was it? I mean, I don't know. You're done. Nothing's going to get better. I mean, I love that. Ours a fourth ballot Hall of Famer.
He's winning. Yeah, he's winning. He's dating young chicks.
I'm about to say they're hating on that. They're hating on it.
Yeah, he did.
He is the coach at UNC, so somebody looking at him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That might be the reason he got
that his girlfriend wasn't born when he was the coach at UNC. Just saying.
That don't matter. Let that man live. Let him live.
Let
that brother live, man.
Yeah,
let him live. And all these old farts that are the voters, whatnot. There again, I'll say it again. They're all.
Is she a consenting adult?
Are these old farts beating him off with a stick? No. Nobody wants your old ass.
Bishop, that's why I was going to call you, Bishop. You got to give us that warning. They were talking about, so what, he's dating a teenager. I said, "Where's Bishop? I'm gonna have to call him so he can give us his little
we start.
His granddaughter.
Yeah, we start. It's like, yo,
his great granddaughter, actually.
Whatever. Have fun, Bill.
But I ain't
Have fun. Have fun.
Come on,
and let me just say,
Go ahead,
hold
Bishop.
on, man.
You better read it off.
Let me bring this gentleman into the conversation. Holla, your mic is live, brother. Thanks for joining us.
Peace, everybody.
Yes, what's going on?
All right.
Ours off the chain right now, yo.
Nah, I'm off the chain. Come on now. Come on.
Yo, are you in the Epstein files?
Oh, gee.
Is the girl he's with a teenager?
I thought first of all, you in to give this.
First of all, hold on. How's this young lady? How's this young lady? How old is she?
Who?
25.
Okay, so she's an adult.
Is she?
She's an adult. She's an adult.
She's an adult, yes.
So that Epstein, no. That doesn't even no. She's 25. She's a fucking adult. Okay.
They was talking about you, all.
Nah, I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. But I'm not mad. Let that man live. Let him do his thing.
It's all right.
Let's set the record. Let's set the record straight. She's 24 years old.
Whatever.
Right.
Okay, she's still an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
Barely.
How's your daughter? How old is your daughter?
We ain't gonna do that, son.
Damn, Bishop.
We ain't gonna do that, son. We ain't gonna do that.
We doing fact finding right now. Fact finding right now.
Man. Y'all are killing. 24 years old.
24
Hey,
years
man.
old. It's like,
She's
man,
an
listen.
adult, man. She's an adult.
Yeah,
That be my cup of tea? No, it would not. But she's an adult.
I think we better read the waiver real quick.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, there we go. Thank you, Bishop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the views and opinions of the host as well as the participants are not the views and opinions of the show Untitled. He's a contractor, and his views may be in support of pedophilia, but that's not what the show is about.
Nah, you wilding out.
You don't want the Epstein files released either.
I thought, did y'all talk about? And come on, late. Did y'all talk about McCarthy?
We're about to right now.
No,
I
we're about to right now.
Came on late because I couldn't hear. All right.
No, we did very briefly, but we're gonna get into it.
All right.
Exactly, we're gonna get into it right now, and I'm glad we got two, not one, but two Steeler fans on the line with us.
Oh, that's
so
right, yeah.
So Hollop and also Miss Evelyn, the Pittsburgh Steelers have their new coach. And I spelled it wrong. Sorry about that. Mike McCarthy.
Kel Bridges.
Mike McCarthy is now the coach. And
this morning that Chris Shula failed his interview.
Well, that says a lot right there. He ain't ready. And again, I hate that nepotism shit. So let that guy build some more credibility in his coaching career. Not off your name, not off the name of your father.
Right.
I don't like that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So I found something. I was looking at both coaches' numbers, and they're very similar. I think McCarthy has more playoff wins, but again, he's average as well. A career record in the playoffs of 11-11. You know what I'm saying? So again, Evelyn brought up a great point. Why are we hiring a guy that's 62 years old when before they would hire guys as head coaches in their maybe mid to late 30s and stay for years? You know what I'm saying? Damn near decades.
There we go, Red. Thank you, Red.
Right, recycling.
Yeah, because the NFL is all about it's all about keeping them old white guys relevant.
Well, that I agree with.
But even the NBA recycles. We had this conversation a million times.
But they're 62 years old. 60. It's like,
right. How long is he going to be able to go as head coach? I mean, that can't be
10 years.
Listen. How old is Bill Belichick?
Why are you going back to Belichick? Leave that man alone, man.
Belichick 70 something. How old is
man? Mike McCarthy got a little ways to go.
How old is Andy Reid?
How old is McCarthy?
McCarthy's 66.
70, I think.
McCarthy's
66?
62. 62.
Yeah, so I mean,
76. Yeah.
it's not unheard of to have old coaches,
Yeah.
but
Well, here's the thing.
hire-
I think he's a bridge.
okay.
Yeah,
To the
me
next,
too.
to the next hot, you know what I'm saying, offensive or defensive coordinator, the next top prospect coaching wise, he's going to serve as a bridge. I don't see him doing more than 4 years.
Who's the coach of New England? I forgot his name.
Oh, Mike Vrabel.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, New England did a stopgap last year, remember?
Yeah, because they had
Until they could finally convince Vrabel to come quarterback. To come
coach. Exactly.
And Vrabel, however you say his name, basically used the Jets as a launching pad. Remember when he went on the interview with the Jets? We knew where he was going.
Right.
New England would have signed him the year before that. But, they that stopgap thing. And guess what? New England won. They got a good young quarterback who was good for the team he coached before he came to New England. So, but that don't happen too often, guys. I mean, the guy Rams, the guy that's always wearing the muscle beat shirts and
Sean McVay
for tighties, yeah.
God.
He was pretty young when they hired him. So but it's that recycling thing. You could throw color in there. But it happens all too often, even in basketball. We get the same coaches go from team to team. They might get a year. And then again, some of the good coaches in the NBA don't get that second and third chance because they're too busy recycling the other ones.
Right.
It's a game in sports, man. And we talked about who the Yankees going to hire. Who they're going to fire Boone and hire who? I love that. Everybody say fire Boone. Who are you going to hire?
Right.
Tony Randolph, Don Mattingly. These guys are getting up there in the age. Right. I didn't know McCarthy was that old, though. Man.
Yeah, he's 62, man. You know what I'm saying?
62 ain't old.
Oh, he's 62. I thought
not old.
It's
no, he's 62.
It's not old, but for to hire as a new coach, you're not a new coach, but you're new to the team. I mean, but like you said, he's a bridge until somebody better comes along, I guess.
I know Ronan was talking about this guy with the West, because he runs the West Coast offense and whatnot. He's an offensive guy. Okay.
He's an offensive guy, but he runs a version of the West Coast. Look, I watched this guy 3 years in Dallas, man. I'm telling you, I literally could call the plays. I knew that what's happening before it even happened, based off the formation. Right. I knew it. I knew what he was calling. So he's an offensive coach. If Pittsburgh wants to innovate their offense, because that's the problem on the side of the ball where they had the problems. Right. There's a ton of guys you could have picked. You could have picked anyone off the Rams staff. You could pick anyone off the 49ers staff. You could pick anyone off, because that's that whole tree. A lot of these new guys they're either coming from San Francisco and the Rams.
Right.
You could pick those guys. You could have went and got the coach, the coordinator from Buffalo. You could have done that. If you want to go defensively and you got two pass rushers and Pittsburgh had issues with their defense, they should have went and hired Brian Flores. He's the best defense coordinator in the league, hands down. Hands down.
Right.
So you should have went that way. And then if you're bringing in McCarthy, he's an older coach. I know he has a history of working with quarterbacks, but you don't have a quarterback right now.
Right.
Will Howard is probably the starting quarterback. You can't rely on a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Kyler Murray is the answer. And then you also have issues with your wide receiving core. You have issues with that. You have a tight end. You have a 3-head tight end monster. You don't even need that. You need 2 decent tight ends. You got an all-pro tight end, which the former offense coordinator didn't even utilize. So these are problems that Pittsburgh has to address. So if you like being conservative late in games, there's no difference. I'm being honest here. If you look at conservatism late in games, there's no difference between Mike McCarthy, Mike Tomlin, and Bill Cowher. They all are the same way late in games. They get gun shy. And this whole thing, like people get Cowher's in the Hall of Fame. How can I know all-time great head coach? He's a very good head coach. He ain't great. He's not no great head coach. That's bullshit. Come on, that's no. That's just. I mean, even that. Some of these dudes who are getting in the Hall of Fame, who are coaches, and some of these players, these dudes ain't all-time greats. These dudes are good. They're very good, but they ain't great.
Right.
So that goes back to the first point. Why are they in?
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't that great. And Bill Belichick is not.
Media guys.
I think you can say the media. To be honest, look, I don't know. If I had to guess, him dating a 24-year-old and he's 70, whatever he is. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he pissed a lot of people off. He used to piss a lot of people off too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he has no personality.
Right. He has no.
Wait, whoa. We got to slow down on Belichick because Kraft ain't too Kraft is crafty.
Yeah, but
and he played a part in that too. Because I bet he played a part in that because he's the one who kicked him out. Because Belichick was basically running the organization, the draft and stuff like that, and he fell off a cliff as far as scouting players. And they got rid of him. And then they brought in that too. They brought in Gerard Mayo. They decided to hire Mayo. Mayo was bad, so they went with Vrabel. And the whole thing with North Carolina ain't helping. North Carolina's trash.
Yo, he going to look at players and he's like, "Yo, is that your sister?"
Hold up. Let me stop you guys. I want to hear from the other Steeler fan. He's been quiet so far. Hollop, you have anything to add to that, man?
I know a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans can breathe a sigh of relief because at least now they got a white man in.
Wait, what?
So they can they'll give him a lot of grace. They'll give him more grace when it comes to losing than they did Tomlin.
Tomlin didn't lose. He just didn't win.
Yeah. I mean, is there a difference? I mean, you're not winning or you're losing, which,
Well, at least it's a white man.
So what does that mean? How long was Tomlin the coach as a black man? Like, he couldn't have took that much heat. How long was he the coach, Ev?
19 years.
19 years.
Of course, I'm being facetious.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I just find it. I just watch. It's like it's going to be the way that he's giving grace is going to be a whole lot different than they gave Tomlin. I'll just say that.
I just think he's what they said. I didn't hear who Ronan said should have got hired.
He said Brian Flores.
I wanted Flores.
All right.
I think Pittsburgh need more help on the defensive side of the ball than they do the offensive side.
Well, who's their quarterback? Is Rodgers going to be their quarterback?
Well, it's a possibility because of the fact that McCarthy is now the new head coach, and they did share some history in a Super Bowl in Green Bay that they're hoping. I'm
get him fired.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying.
I'm hoping what Ev said. He's a stopgap, maybe a year, 2 years. You can't tell me, guys, there's nobody in college.
Right.
Like none of these young studs in college can step in and say, right. And who's the guy that Ev said failed the interview? How do you fail a coaching interview?
Chris Shula.
Grandson.
I thought you just don't get hired. What did they give him a quiz on a laptop and he didn't answer all the questions?
Perhaps that's part of their process. Maybe that's part of their process. Who knows?
He probably didn't know how to turn the laptop on.
We're not there. We're not there. We don't know what their process is as far as hiring coaches or whatnot. We're not there for that process.
Right.
So maybe it was something like that.
If you give an interview and you propose certain scenarios during the interview, well, if this happens, game time situations, if this happens, if you're playing, blah, 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 if so forth and so on, and he couldn't answer the question. So, or he didn't give a satisfactory answer of what they were looking for.
Right.
Well,
that's easy.
To Jets fans, I guess they're saying the same thing about Aaron Glenn.
Oof! Now don't even bring that up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Some guys are really good interviewers. They know what to say. They know the responses to give, and
I'm still confused.
Execution is different.
We got guys that lost in the playoffs that got fired, and my coach couldn't get to the third week, where me and Dave was like, "This guy got to go."
Of course.
Sorry.
Hold on for a
Let's
second.
let's start over before we get too wrapped up in this.
Who wants that job? Who wants that job? Who wants that job?
Well, then there's that.
Yeah. Hold on for a second. Yeah. What's up, Howard? What happened?
I wanted Flores as the head coach. I probably wanted what's that guy? Shillhouse as the OC. And Weaver as the defensive coordinator. But
did they hire those guys yet, or is McCarthy going to just bring in his?
Well, he'll probably bring in
McCarthy is going to be the offensive coordinator also. So why pay somebody?
You're in trouble.
Right.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Right now, Ronan's not a Cowboys fan, so he witnessed.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I want to know. So wait, Ronan, let me ask you a question on McCarthy. Can he develop any some quarterback talent? Because like you had said before, he
developed Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. So what's the story?
Because when they drafted Rodgers sat behind sat behind Favre for 3 years.
Yeah. Right.
So, but how long ago was that? How long ago was that?
Yeah, 20, but to be 20 years ago. All right, to be honest with this, Bishop. All right, and I was talking to a guy on my job about this, and I said, he asked me about quarterbacks, and I said a lot of quarterbacks who come into the league are not ready to play. I think a lot of these quarterbacks, unless you got someone who's like Andrew Luck, who comes in and who just knocks it out the park, these dudes should sit for a year because the style of offense they play in college that is not what is happening in the NFL.
Right.
A lot of these dudes, like I said, that dude Francisco Mendoza, that dude, whoever drafts him, you're gonna get a general manager fired because this guy is a one progression read. So say if he falls to Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh drafts him, he is a one progression read. Once he does it, that first progression, that first read is going, he's gonna scramble around, either get knocked out or he's gonna take off and run. A lot of these dudes don't know how to read their progressions. What they do is they call it's a flood. So you'd have everything flooding on one side of the field, so you can make it easy progressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's level. It's not like you got two guys split out here, tight end here, another guy flanked out here. This guy's running the slant. This guy's running the drag. This one's doing the post route. This one's running the deep end. You got to pick one of there, and then your check down is the running back. A lot of these dudes can't do that shit. And this is how they fail. And this is where these bad evaluations, a lot of these quarterbacks. And now you see these guys who are playing better later on. You look at Sam Darnold, some of these other dudes. They're playing better because they're giving them time to develop. McCarthy, I don't know. I don't know. I watched Will Howard at Ohio State. Now, the best thing for him, he sat behind Aaron Rodgers. He may have learned from Aaron Rodgers. He may he could be serviceable.
Right.
The problem with McCarthy is that this guy is going to bring in dudes that he's familiar with, retreads, guys like Jim Haslett, a dude who ain't coached in the league in over 15 years. Mike Nolan, who was the defensive coordinator for someone like that with Dallas. That dude was horrible. So you got to think about who's he going to hire. Is he going to hire young guys? Or going to bring these old dudes, 55, 60 dudes who ain't been coached in the league in 5, 10, 15 years.
Wow. That's
the problem. They could have hired a young dude. They could have hired the offense coordinator who was at the time. Tom was going to get another job. I guarantee he'll do TV for 1 year. He'll get another job. Leave, sit, do TV, come back, hire some young guys. That's fine. But if you're a Steelers fan, you shouldn't be happy about Mike McCarthy. 15 years ago? Yeah. Now, I don't think so.
I know they was talking about Chucky.
Oh, hell no, man. Come on.
I heard the Jets try to talk to him.
He's done.
Oh, my God.
To be a coordinator.
He's done. He's done. He's done.
Ooh, y'all heard of Patrick Graham?
Yeah, he used to be a defense coordinator for the Giants and defense coordinator for the Raiders. He's also a good defense coordinator.
Okay.
That's who they hired.
That's a good hire. He's a good hire. I like Patrick Graham. He's a good hire. They got the tools. If they keep now, Pittsburgh is going to have to make a decision. They got holes they need to fill in offense. They're going to have to start moving guys. TJ Watt, they might have to move him. They might have to move Highsmith. So you got capital so you can fill in those gaps on the offensive side of the ball.
I don't think TJ Watt's going to play another year for the Steelers. I think
Tomlin do. If I was Watt, I'd send me to Seattle.
Right.
Yeah, I think Watt and Cam might not play.
Cam should just retire. This dude's 38 years old. He's 38, so he's a what I call a progress stopper.
Right.
He's 38.
Yeah, I heard that.
These are things, man. Like I saw, like as a Cowboys fan, I saw this, man. Like I was like Jason Witten. Well, he's a Hall of Fame tight end and stuff like that. That dude was a progress stopper. They should have got rid of him after the 2013 season. He should not have been on Dallas after the 2013 season. He's a progress stopper. Look at Bennett. He left Dallas. He went to Chicago. He blew up. He played for the Giants. He went to the Pro Bowl. So these dudes need to go. I'm not saying that about Watt or Highsmith because they're still productive. But like Cam Hayward, it's time to go. He's 38 years old, man. Bye. Sail off into the...
I feel the same way because if he was gonna do anything, this was the year to do it, and he didn't get it done. So time to go.
That's it.
Time to go.
All right, guys. Let's still in the lane of the NFL because that game is coming on February 8th. But your thoughts on the AFC and NFC conference championship games? Any thoughts or takes on that? I'll just say this: Sam Darnold is that dude. I like this kid. This is not my first time saying it. I think it'd be wonderful if he won a Super Bowl. It'd be a slap in the face to the New York Jets and their organization. Because had you had taken my advice years ago, surround this guy with the right pieces, which they failed to do. They failed to develop. They failed in their scouting. Organization is trash. So to see this guy not just get to the Super Bowl, but also winning, that would do it for me. I'd be happy as hell.
Yo, and you know what's funny?
You're like 1 for 30, Come on, man.
I'm 1 for 30.
You know what?
Day to listen.
You know what's funny, man? I hear like a lot of the Steelers fans say, "Oh, the Steelers need to tank this season so they can get a high draft pick." Well, what about the fucking Jets and the Browns? How's that worked out for them?
Not well.
I don't understand how you want to introduce losing into your culture and then think you're going to recover from that.
Because the people, the prospects aren't there. The college football is not what it used to be. Like the people that are coming up, the new athletes are not like they used to be. Like, remember Jerome Bettis? That guy was a monster. Or what's his name for the Ravens? Who's the guy that played for the Ravens that was really famous?
Running back?
Ray Lewis?
Yes, thank you. They don't see anybody like that now.
Well,
the game has changed, though.
Yeah.
I think the athletes are there. I think the game is changed. This is not a strong draft, especially with quarterbacks. But I can't really say that, man, because you're looking at Seattle and you're looking at New England. New England is going to the Super Bowl with a quarterback they drafted. This is his second year.
Right.
Second year. So it's the coaching. You know, Belichick, you could tell Belichick had lost his fastball when you got your former defense coordinator as your offense coordinator. I'm like, come on, that's crazy. You know, he ruined Mac Jones. I mean, Mac Jones, he ruined him. Mac Jones is playing well. That was, 2022? They made the playoffs that year. And then you bring in Matt. I mean, so it's the coaching. It's about the coaching, who you hire. And a lot of these guys are going away from tradition, these old guys. They're picking young guys. And this is how a game has to be as far as football. I can look at the difference in the way a game is played now as compared to what was 15 years ago. And what Vrabel's done with New England, I can't knock that. That's a hell of a job. I mean, shit, this dude was out a year, and now they're in the Super Bowl. Seattle, damn. I mean, come on, really? I mean,
yeah, that was a quick turnaround for New England.
Right,
they're doing it the right way. Right. That's how you need to do it.
A quick turnaround for Seattle too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Was it? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about a quick turnaround. I mean, okay, I realized
I mean,
they didn't win a division or whatnot. But they were competitive at least.
Right.
They were competitive.
They stood relevant.
The
You
Pete
talking about
Carroll
Seattle or
debacle.
New
I
England?
mean, they
Seattle.
wasn't relevant.
Who wasn't relevant?
I said the Pete Carroll debacle, the Russell Wilson bullshit. You know, Geno Smith.
Even with Geno Smith, they were still competitive.
Right, with that, but
look at them this year. They traded away the number one wide receiver, and would they go 14-3?
Yeah, exactly, 14-3.
With their best wide receiver playing for Pittsburgh.
Right.
Their defense is solid. I mean,
it's very solid.
That's how. Look at this. Just if you look at the teams over the last 5-10 years, it's the same teams now. It's the Chiefs, they're out. Chiefs, Buffalo, the Ravens, the Rams, the 49ers, the Eagles.
Right.
Now you add Seattle to the mix. And the recipe is that you have the front office doing their job, the coaches doing their job, the scout department, stuff like that. You don't see like the owner in Buffalo who took a page out of Jerry Jones's book and fire McDermott. That ain't McDermott's fault. Now, you want to say a couple of games where they gave up points, fine. But as far as I know, Buffalo lost that game because Josh Allen turned the ball over 4 fucking times. That's not McDermott's call, but you fire him, which is crazy. And then the Jerry Jones of the world, Mike Brown with the Cincinnati Bengals, all that nonsense. These guys they're letting the coaches do their jobs. They're letting the staff do their jobs. They're not trying to interject and trying to steal the like, well, this guy's playing. That ain't your call. You're the owner. You pay the checks. That ain't your call. That's the coaching staff's call. You can't evaluate talent. You can't. I can't.
You know what? Let me stop right there. Yeah, mentioned about Buffalo and McDermott, whatnot. I'm sorry. Listen, they're gonna make a change because you're not gonna get rid of the quarterback. You're not gonna get rid of that guy. Somebody's got to take the fall. Somebody has got to take the fall because again, if anything, this should have been the year that Buffalo should be representing the AFC. This should have been the year because you had no Kansas City in your way. You had no Baltimore in your way. This should have been the year, and they failed. And how many times have they failed before? Okay? How many times they failed before in recent years or whatnot? And who was always stopping them? Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes.
So
heartbreaking losses every year.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But for this, what happened 2 Sundays ago, that's on Josh Allen. He cost him that game because he turned the ball over 4 times. He cost him that game. Matter of fact, the Buffalo defense actually did a good job with the Broncos. If Josh Allen was more careful with the ball, they wouldn't have been in that position in the first place. And he gets the blame for that. Because as far as I'm concerned, when you got dudes going on all these different shows, they want to pick on Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott and this guy, that guy, you better start with Josh Allen's ass. He's number 1 on the list. And then Herbert, he's number 2. Because
I don't know. I think Herbert.
If the Chargers, if that happened to the Chargers, if that would have been Lamar Jackson, they would have jumped down his throat. They would have been all over his ass. Herbert choked twice. Not to mention when they happened, that whole thing when they lost to Jacksonville a couple years ago, when that game was over. And then you got Trevor Lawrence out there looking like the reincarnation of Joe Montana, leading Jacksonville up and down the field against the Chargers and beating their asses.
Membership has its privileges.
But, Buffalo, they hired the offense coordinator. He's going to be, all right, fine. All right, now, show up the back end of that defense. Your safeties. I mean, that's the issue. I mean, Buffalo, and they Matt Milano's getting old. You got to replace him.
Got to replace him, yeah, for sure. There's no question about that.
I like Seattle.
Same here.
Oh.
So I would like to bring up other than Super Bowl party. I was thinking maybe like an axe throwing party.
Now, you already know my answer to that. You already know my answer to that.
Don't knock it till you try it, dog.
Nah, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying me with my attitude and an axe in my hand. Are you serious? You trying to get me arrested? All it takes is for one person to just set me off.
I can see it now.
Yeah, somebody's gonna set me off with some dumb shit.
I wonder who that would possibly be.
And I'm gonna go swinging and hacking. I don't know who's gonna be the recipient of it, but I'm gonna start swinging. So I don't know about that one. That axe. Nah,
well, I've heard it's very good. It's very good relief for stress.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point,
so is lopping people's heads off.
We also want to remind you that the homicidal fantasies the host is not the representative of the participants of this untitled show. So, he's also a contractor. So.
Oh my God.
Yo, R.
Yes, sir.
Remember when we had to try to pull you off this dude on Union Square?
Yeah.
What? Wait, I gotta hear this. Wait, what happened?
We had to save him from being in a holding pen.
Yeah, I had because I don't know, my tolerance for stupidity is quite low.
So what happened?
Listen, I just act up, man. They get me fezzed up, and I just have to react, man. I can't help it. I'm getting better, though. I'm getting better. I am getting better at that. Shut up.
Went nutso. He went nutso.
I ain't knocking you. I'm not knocking you, man.
Did the other person survive?
Listen, again, I'm getting better.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
There's always that one. There's always that one that wants to push the limit. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, there's always one. The other night, matter of fact, I'm walking. Let me give you a quick story. I'm minding my business. I'm talking to my daughter on my phone or whatnot. So I laughed. As I'm laughing, I pass this homeless guy who starts to mimic my laugh. So I turned around and looked at him, and then he starts quickly like approaching me. So I stood there and I tightened my fist up because I'm like, really? We're gonna do this? And first of all, the guy had to be, now I'm 61 years old. The guy had to be, maybe in his late 50s, whatnot. You're not exactly in the best physical shape and whatnot.
That's a fair one.
Yeah, it's a fair one. Exactly. You touch me and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And that's just what it is. That's my mentality. Do I like being like this? No.
I do.
It's I'm built. I'm
just saying.
I work very, very hard.
I would argue that you do like being like that.
How so, sir?
You ain't got no problem being that way. Is that an issue for you?
He said it comes natural.
Are you conflicted? Are you conflicted in any way?
Turning the other cheek. That's hard for him.
Oh my God, man! Wow.
Since we're on that subject,
so what happened? The homeless man just walked away, or?
Yeah, well, he sort of looked at my face. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, maybe this is not a wise decision. Yeah, it's not. Do not try to catch me from behind or whatnot, because I'm looking at you, and I just stood
there. Yes, get off my lawn.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird? As ever since I went to Mexico when I was a young man, and again, being from New York, your arrogance and your bravadoism kind of shows up at the wrong time sometimes. And the first thing I remember is like once you pass the American flag and hit the Mexican flag, they're out there looking for money. And my wife and I were kind of young at the time. And as soon as I saw it, I just went back to like seeing people in New York, and it was like, get a fucking job. I didn't know the language shit that they was. And my wife's like, you can't say that.
He said, no bueno. No bueno.
Yeah, thank you. I'm like, why?
Trabajando.
And 100 years later, when I see these homeless people, come on, guys, this dude's out. And I don't know anybody's situation, so don't take this wrong.
Right.
I'm just looking at like age out there with your little sign, because it's prevalent here, guys. It's like
here
I
too.
think they have
really.
I think they have tag teams. I think
Every
they
street.
run like shifts. They're serious. I think they're running shifts.
They do. They do.
Like, these guys just look too young.
There's people that'll stand out there, and you'll see them like at like a certain time. Somebody will come up, will take the sign and stand at the tree.
Right.
They're a homeless veteran. Another person will take off. I'm like, these people are working in shifts.
Don't let it be a homeless veteran. I've
seen.
You need me to take you to the VA?
I'll
drive.
I hear you, bro.
I might have
to
take car, but I'll drive.
I've seen the homeless. Well, pretending to be homeless, messed up clothes and everything, and they walk away. They go across the street and get into a damn BMW.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
I'm like, yo,
there's a lot of testers out there too.
Huh?
There's a lot of testers out there, like people that want to test you.
Exactly how
I love those because you like
every human on the planet.
You got the people who get really loud, and then that's their way of testing you because they think that because they got loud, you're gonna shrink up.
Right,
exactly.
Like little do they know where I come from.
Yeah, you're the homeless one. I mean,
I love that. That testing shit. I love it.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Now that I'm fired up for. I'm like, yo, okay, let's go.
You know what really gets me when they get loud is when you have, like me, I have PTSD, complex post-traumatic stress. Somebody gets loud, it's an instant trigger, and I can't be responsible for what happens. You know, I usually try to just walk away, but yeah, that the beast is not dead; she's just sleeping.
So did we fast forward to the last topic? What can we do better?
Actually, yeah.
What I do better is I don't bring my gun out.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, you guys got a lot of New York problems.
What kind of problems?
It is a New York problem because people will test you. I don't know how many times. And for some reason, it's always like these homeless dudes who have nothing to lose. They want to, because I remember I was in McDonald's one time, and the dude was like, yo, can I have this or whatever? I don't know what he asked for, some money. I'm like, no, I got it. He's like, I know you got money. I said, so then why are you asking? Why don't you just take it?
Wow, that was a good one.
Wow,
I thought of that one.
Yeah.
See, other than that, Holla, I don't even know if it's the testing, especially like where I live. I see the same ones every day. It's not like, I go out in a different corner, like where I get my car washed. Same two dudes. That's why I know they're running shifts. So every time I get my car washed, I see the same guy. And I'm not saying they should remember you, but the look I give would kind of make you think they would remember me because I just be looking at them like, come on. Really? I mean, you're 20-something years old, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Holla, remember this? It was you, me, and Larry, and I think we was going to that spot where Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake owned. We went to get something to eat and some drinks, if you remember this. And how many people? Now I know. Now I've been at the same place of employment for like 20 years. Now, as I'm walking on 42nd to go from the east side to almost the west side, how many guys came up to me and said, "Hey, brother, what's going on?"
Yeah,
it was like at least 4. They're looking at me like, "Yo, dude, how many of these people do you know?" You know what I'm saying? I know the homeless. I know the regular, like the cab stand workers. I know
the mayor, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Ours the equalizer. He got everybody on his equalizer.
We need an equalizer right now. Seriously.
You the man. You the man. You got the shoe shine guy.
Yeah, you mess with me, you might get stabbed up by the shoe shine guy. You might get stabbed up by the shoe shine guy. The guy selling pickles and hot dogs.
Dude,
you might get.
I'm telling you, I know these people. And again, have I helped some homeless people and whatnot, like with a couple of dollars from time to time? Yeah, I don't mind if I'm in that mood and if I got, because I usually don't carry cash in the first place.
No,
but when I do, I'm like, okay, yeah, here, take that, hold that, and they're like thanking me and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, don't worry about it. You're good. So I know if I ever get in a scrap, if I'm outnumbered, I can call my crew to do battle.
These are New
Be
York
like, what's the guy's name? John Wick.
Oh yeah,
the homeless king.
Larry Fishburne. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the homeless king, and he had homeless people everywhere. That's going to be you.
So the problem that you guys have in New York, we don't have those problems down here.
It's a beautiful
thing. You don't know who you're approaching. You don't know what the situation could devolve into, and it could be your last moment.
You got that right.
Wait,
could be your last moment.
No, they're carrying.
That sounds like New York problems. What's the difference?
Like that, I know.
Nah, so in New York, the ratio. So you have people who carrying, but the ratio is not as high.
Like it is here.
Okay.
You might have 100 people that you encounter. 99 of those people are carrying, and of those 99 are willing to do it.
Right.
So it's kind of like you don't have.
You want to be easy.
Yeah, you just want to move.
Like all
and what Bishop's saying is that's some of the times that I think about what Bishop's saying, and I'd be saying, damn, why don't I carry my gun? You know, I just feel so, I don't know, to carry. And I got it concealed.
I feel safer in open carry states than I do in New York.
You know what? You know what, Holla? Yes, I
exactly.
Trust me. Because I had open carry before I had concealed. I went to the little class, and I told y'all that story. They kind of like pushed me through. But I'm like, I'd rather be able to see. I mean, some people will say it becomes like a you know what measuring contest. You know, and it is different down here. Well, Holla, y'all know, y'all been in the South.
I find the culture to me, the gun ownership culture is not. It's kind of stereotypical the way that people think it is. It's not really that way.
Right.
Like most people want to go to the range, shoot their guns, and that's it. They're not trying to go out starting shit and want to get into a fight. That's just not what they do.
No.
Funny story, Holla. I have this. I actually gave it to my wife. My father passed away, and I got one of them Derringers. The one-shot one. I don't have the revolver one. I have a one-shot one. So I don't know what kind of bullets. I know they're small. I know they're now I know they're 22 short. So I go to Academy Sports. I pull the shit out my pocket because it's real little. You can put it in your hand. So I take it out my pocket and I cock it. I open it and I was like, I'm looking for. Guy said, yo, I know what you need. Just put it away. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, my bad. So I come home and I go in my backyard.
Right.
It's like a half a football field. And I'm thinking it's a fucking little cap gun. I go outside, I put it in. Pow! I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, let me see this, whatever it is, squirrel, mouse. That's what I was telling y'all earlier. If I see it running around, I ain't gonna take out my 9mm. I'm gonna take out that little Derringer. I'm gonna put another hole in my wall.
Oh my god!
It's driving me crazy, man.
Oh my god!
What caliber does this shoot?
22 short.
Oh, okay.
I should have out there about this big. And here's the weird thing: the guy says, "Well, you might want to get hollow point." I'm like, what am I doing here? I mean, I just wanted to kill something.
Wow.
Just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
You know what my son said? He said, Dad, don't you think you should have got a BB gun? Why? I could actually use this on people and an animal that's running around in my ceiling. No, I don't need no BB gun. But it's so cute, man, because I know y'all seen it. It fits right in the palm of your hand, and you can just put it in your hand. And how can you tell, Holla, if it's concealed or open? Because the shit's so little.
But it packs a little
in your hand and
packs a little punch, though. I tell you that.
But
much.
it only shoots. They got some that has a revolver. Like some of them have a five shooter. I got the one, but I didn't know the shit was that loud, guys.
Don't miss.
No, exactly. and you better be close.
Exactly.
I would recommend shooting like I am. Whatever that shit is running around in my house, if it shows its head, I'm shooting that. I don't think I would shoot a person. Because you got to be up really close,
Oh, okay.
Almost. The bullets. I don't know if y'all can see me. The bullets are like this big.
Personal.
You got to get really personal with that. Like if you throat.
He's like, well, so that's a domestic violence kind of weapon.
Oh my gosh. Oh Jesus.
This guy,
It's not mine either. It's actually my
wife. I never use a gun, and I won't give me a gun actually.
Oh God.
But Dom, I just wanted to say real quick, when you hear the animal, wherever it is in your dining room, whatever, just cut a little hole on the bottom of
He done did that. He done did that in my guest bathroom and my laundry room.
So you already have a hole. So just leave like an apple or something, or a piece of cheese. And
Ev, I'm probably $500 to the donation fund.
Oh God!
Do this shit.
Wow!
I got traps. I got this. I got.
Oh my gosh!
And the guy, I told y'all, the guy came today. He was like, "Dom, I don't think it's a rat. If it was a rat, rats are they'll come out. Yeah, exactly. They'll come out.
Shit all over the place. Shit all over the place. Piss.
No dropping. None of this. None of that. And it's not shown. I think." I may have to show him the way out if I see him. It's going to be in a garbage bag, but I think he's trying to find his way out.
Yeah,
he got in, but the holes he put in my bathroom floor or wall. That's what somebody said.
Could be a raccoon too if they're putting.
No, it's not a raccoon's a lot bigger.
A raccoon
he
would come out.
Busted through there. Yeah, raccoon.
He would come out. He was like, "What you doing? What y'all eating? What y'all eating out here?
What
eating in here?
Tapping on my refrigerator, like
exactly.
Seeing what I got in there. No, I know raccoons.
Yeah, what y'all watching? What y'all watching?
Right?
Yeah.
God.
Stupid story, guys.
No.
These dumbass troops when we was in drum, that they would take a stick and a rope and put a hot dog on the end of the rope. And they called it raccoon fishing.
Oh,
and like
no.
raccoons hang out in these little ponds and puddles. And Fort Drum was fucking. And guys, I saw raccoons in Drum look like Rottweilers. These dudes are out there. These dudes are out there trying to. And I'm like, one of you motherfuckers get bit.
Yeah.
Only one. Just one.
They're
get bit.
not nice animals.
Guess what I'm gonna tell you? Guess what I'm gonna tell your mother, your spouse, when you put your dumb ass out.
You talk about
raccoon fishing.
Yeah, we got some fools out here, okay, in the Bronx. Dude, in the Bronx. I forgot. I don't know if it's Pelham. It's one of these stations. I think it's the 4 train, either the 4 or 5, and it's like one of the last stop beyond Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
one of the last stops on this train. I seen ladies and gentlemen feeding these damn raccoons, and they're throwing it. They're not reaching out with a stick or whatever, or even with the hand, but they're encouraging this because they all come back to the source of the food.
Yeah,
they're coming back.
I went to the range one night where we were firing Bradleys, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna sleep in my Humvee tonight. I'm gonna go up in the tower, let these guys, go to bed. Mm-hmm. So me and my partner went up in the tower. I come down in the morning. A Humvee has the passengers, the driver's seat. Underneath the driver's seat is the battery. Underneath the passenger seat is like a little compartment. And it has latches, like clips.
Okay.
I come down the next morning. The door is open. The latch is open.
Yeah.
My sunflower seeds are gone.
Uh-huh.
My wet wipes are gone. I'm like, this mother done took my shit, washed up, and ran off. That's how deviant. If it was a raccoon, he'd have been in my house. He'd have been in the refrigerator.
Right.
You already know.
They're serious. They're serious scavengers.
Well, I hope whatever it is finds its way out, because you don't want that thing to die.
I hope he finds his way out before I find him, because he's gonna find his way out.
So, definitely don't want him to die in the wall.
No,
put
exactly.
Some mothballs in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Put some mothballs.
What do you think it
Nobody
is?
Likes mothballs.
Whatever it is, that the mothballs will force it out.
It was probably a squirrel. It's probably still a squirrel, because I think he's trying to find his way out. But here's the weird thing. One of the guys I hired the first time, he came and he has these little baggies, and you throw them around in the attic and in the holes, and they're poison. So the rat bites it, and sooner or later he dies. Hopefully he dies in the attic. somewhere again where I could see him before the odor kicks in.
Right.
I opened the bathroom. I haven't used my guest bathroom in about 5 days. I opened the guest bathroom one morning, and on the floor is the little packets. This motherfucker done threw the shits on the floor like, yo, you got to do better, homie. He just threw them on the floor. I'm like, and me and the dude, he was my first guy. He was a friend that has a little mom and pop exterminating business. So we're looking at this shit. I'm like, and he was the first one. Now him, Orkin, I forgot the other one, Terminex. These are all the people that have been in my house the last few days.
Wow.
But when Charles saw the packets on the floor, he was like, Dom, it's got to be a squirrel. Because a rat would have bit it.
Yeah.
And he'll kick the bucket in a few days. But this mother threw the packages on the floor in the bathroom. I'm like, all right, now this guy is just...
Yeah, he's fucking with you right now. He's fucking with you right now.
So, yo, listen.
Make sure it's not making you next either.
I'm trying to find my way out, and you trying to kill me.
Yes, I am, Bishop.
You trying to murder me? This is bullshit.
Exactly.
Let him know.
Exactly.
No, he gonna come out the hole and piss around in there, piss all over the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Go in your guest bathroom.
It's so weird. Like, what is he? Hopefully, he's just trying to find his way out.
I hope
my house.
That scratching
my house is a little
me
big,
crazy.
so but because all you hear is like.
No.
I'm like, God, this.
Well,
that's why I have cats.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they deal with squirrels, but
my cats, anything that moves is fair game.
Okay, I ain't buying that.
Let me return back to this topic instead of the squirrel fest here we have going on.
How do you become a better you? Start looking for things to be grateful for. That's it. That's all you got to do. You just look for things to be grateful for and stop feeding into fear and into the matrix.
I could tell you right now.
We're gonna skip over the Knicks.
Oh,
which ain't bad.
What does that mean?
I'm sick of talking about
What does it mean? It means you wake up and you say, "I'm grateful I woke up. I'm grateful I'm breathing. I'm grateful there's someone."
I talked to R. Now R knows this and Hal knows this. My job. I used to work with a guy. R and Mac used to talk me down. Hal used to talk me down. There's a guy I used to work with who tried to get me fired. And this dude was constantly push the buttons. I used to tell him, I used to tell him all the time, I was like, yo, the only reason why you're still breathing is because my wife. He was like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, dude, this has been like 10 years ago. I'd have put you in a goddamn ER, yo. And the compounded is that when this dude got in trouble and was about to get fired, he comes to me. He's like, hey, okay, I need your help. I'm like, about what? He's like, no, this is a good job. I can't afford this job. So I'm like, I'm like, let me. Maybe I'm missing something here. I was like, are you asking me to help you keep your job? I was like, yeah. And then he tried to use the Malcolm card. He's like, what would your mentor Malcolm X say?
What?
I'm like, well, I'm not Malcolm. Wow.
What?
I was like, I'm not Malcolm. I was like, I know what Malcolm would say. I'm supposed to look out for my brother. He was like, yeah. I was like, but see, that ship sailed when you try to get me fired.
He forgot, right?
So he was like, oh, I need your help. Let me think about it.
No.
I'm like, you must be crazy. It ain't gonna happen, man. Are you insane? I was like, you got a better chance of Galactus landing on Earth with the Silver Surfer before I say help you save your effing job.
Oh, God. I think that's what we mean right now.
Used to talk me, they used to talk me down because I'm like, I would like, they would text me and like, what's going on? I'm like,
yeah, for sure.
About to go to the ER, man, straight up. And they used to talk me down. I'm like, look, this dude is going to the ER. Today's the day. How they talk me down? I'm like,
the biggest lesson I ever learned was probably my first victim of being kicked out the service. And I'm in the ironic thing is my wife is at the emergency room, not the emergency, the maternity ward. We're getting ready to have our second child. And we're sitting there going back and forth about this kid. I'll never forget it, PFC Fullwood. And the commander, he's a captain. He's trying to talk me off the ledge like, hey, Ronan, this guy got a family. And I'm like, sir, if he cared as much about his family as you, we wouldn't be sitting in here. Just think about that for 1 minute, sir. I know it's hard to say we got to kick somebody out. But this ain't his first incident. He got caught smoking hash on the bench with Polar's eye. I'm like, how do you do that shit? You see them coming. You ever think of running? No. But anyway, the gist of the whole thing was, and I learned this as I went along. Again, if Ronan don't care about, like Ronan said, he would have capped or cracked this dude if he didn't. So if this kid cared as much about his career not being put out as much as you, sir, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And on that note, I gotta go. And he looked at me like, I gotta go. My wife's having a baby. He said, we'll pick up on this tomorrow. No, you will, sir. I'm done. There's no more recommendation with me. I gave you mine, and I'm out. Next thing you know, I come to work the next morning. We're gonna put him out. I mean, we danced around the mulberry bush for somebody that didn't give a shit as much as R gave a shit, and that confused me for the rest of my career. Like, really, like Ronan said, when this guy hit the end of the rope, now he wants help. Oh man, you had enough time to ask for help. Right. Now it's time to go. Like, I feel bad for your family, but you gotta go, man.
Exactly.
That's what they said on my job. They said, we don't fire you, you fire yourself.
I noticed that about civilians.
Yep.
Yeah. That dude did that shit. Like, there's another time where, now in my job, I work out in the field, so I encounter people. So one time, we're out in the field.
Preach, brother.
We put down traffic counters, the little tubes that go across streets. So we're out in the field. So this dude rolls up on us. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're doing the traffic count. You can't do that here. So I'm like, says who? He was like, says me. I'm like, who are you? He was like, doesn't matter who I am. I was like, are you the chief of police? He's like, no. Are you a cop? I'm like, no. I was like, then what do you do? He's like, that's none of your concern. Now I can already, this is right after my parents died. So there's no.
You already know.
So I'm already, I went from 0 to 50. So I called my supervisor and tell him what's happening. So I'm like, give him the phone. He's like, pulling machines, stuff like that. Pulling machines. So he was like, see, if you had done what I said, just when it got to this point, then I went to 100. So I was like, all right. So I was like, so let me ask you a question. So you don't work with, you're not a civil, are you a county engineer? Like, no. So you're not an engineer, you're not a cop, you're not the chief of police. So what do you do? He was like, I check sewer grates. I'm like, oh, you check sewer grates. So the guy working with me, Steve, he checks sewer grates. So I was like, so you see that, Steve? I was like, that guy used to work with. I said, you see this guy right here? I was like, this guy right here is a beta male bitch. I was like, because, see, I don't come on your job messing with you, your real job. He was like, my real job. I was like, yeah, your real job. See, I don't come on your real job and bother you kicking dicks out your mouth. So he went to 100. He was like, what you say? I was like, you heard what I said. So he starts walking towards me. I was like, keep walking. I was like, here, I'll cut right through it. I'll come to you. He backs up like, yo, wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, it's done. I'm done. I'm like, I'm putting you in the, I'm put you on the ground, and then I'm gonna take you to the emergency room. Steve was like, chill out. I'm like, chill out has left the building. I'm like, this motherfucker is going out on a goddamn stretcher. I was like, because you come over here fucking with me on my job. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. I lost both my parents. I'm out here in the middle of a fucking pandemic doing my job, minding my business, and he wants to fuck with me?
Wow.
No. So he got back in his truck, and I was like, see that? That's what a bitch does. He jumps in his truck, and he comes back out. Then he jumps behind my partner. I was like, oh, he can't save you. I don't even like him. I'll take him down too.
Damn.
Doesn't make a difference to me.
You're helping me out.
He gets in the truck. He leaves. So then me and Steve are driving. I'm steaming. He was like, you didn't mean that, did you? About what? It was like putting him in the ground. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, you don't seem to understand, man. I was like, that dude. I was like, you keep fucking with me, man. I was like, look, if you keep poking the bear is going to strike back. I was like, and I'm that fucking bear. I was like, dude, I have reached my limit. I done buried my parents. I buried my aunt. I'm working out here in a goddamn pandemic with you, and you try to get me fired. This dude's fucking with me. He ain't even a civil engineer. I'm like, dude, I was like, yo, that shit they say. I was like, look, I am one bad day away from becoming the fucking Punisher, man. This dude doesn't understand.
And you know what's weird? Is I didn't know that part of Ronan. Remember how I met Ronan? It was during COVID, remember?
Right.
And we're talking about drinking water, drinking shit out the toilet. I never knew he lost his parents after that, but that's how I met Ronan, was during COVID, and we're talking COVID and these dumbass things these motherfuckers are doing. And you know what they say, guys, man, you keep knocking on the devil's door, sooner or later he's going to answer. You know? So if you don't want him to come out, oh, God bless you.
I'll end with this, man. And this is, Hollop knows this, and R knows this, man, because I've had lunch with Hollop and R. And I say this all the time, man. I was like, look, you know, my wife and my crew, these dudes are my family.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, that's why I keep coming back, man. I mean, because
we appreciate
I have, you know, Hollop is older than me, man. Hollop's like my older brother, man. R's older than this, I'm older. So, and me and Hollop talking about this time. A lot of people have issues with me, like, oh, you know, you this, and that, because they think I'm some fucking, I play football, stuff like that. Are you aggressive like that? I ain't aggressive until you step within the circle of safety. Then we got a fucking problem.
Yeah, that's a fact right there.
Period.
That's why we get along.
I don't go out looking
for.
I don't go looking for confrontation. But you step within the circle. Everything within the circumference of my arm belongs to me. You step inside here with the intent of bodily harm, I'm putting your ass down. That's how my uncle taught me that shit. That's how it is. And you got people who are looking like, oh, you can't be like that. Says who? What, you? Right. Nah, it ain't like that. Right. And I've always been appreciative of my wife, my crew, which includes R and Hollop and Dave, because I met Dave and stuff like that. And dudes, they never look down on me and like, oh, you know, it's like that. I know what the limit is. I know when I'm capable of. I know I had to keep that shit under control. But when you get to certain circumstances, like after the COVID, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. You talking about that same year? This is like right after COVID. So in that same year, I almost got hit by a fucking tractor trailer truck on 287.
Oh my God.
287. So you got people this and that. I'm like, yo, you don't have no fucking idea. I almost got hit by a tractor trailer truck. And then he was like, oh, how you deal with that situation? I was like, I was gonna kick that driver's ass. Dude almost took me out. I gotta know what he's talking about. I'm walking down the highway, taking my damn vest off. I'm like, yeah, I know what this guy's thinking, because I'm thinking that.
Wow.
I'm gonna wrap this guy, put this guy in some type of ridiculous jujitsu hold, snap him in two, and then he hugs me. And I'm like, hey, what you doing? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Right. Like, yo, was you on your phone and stuff like that? I mean, he literally took me out. I remember I sent pictures to Hollop and I'm like, look, this dude almost took me out on the highway.
Wow.
The guy I was working with, this guy thought it was dead.
Oh my God.
I come walking back, his eyes turned. I was like, tapping on the shoulder, he runs around, hugs me. I'm like, hey, whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
So I thought you were dead. I'm like, well, obviously I'm not. I'm a ghost. I'm not dead. You know, so these dudes, like I said, my wife, my crew, they held me down, and that's why I keep coming back. That's why I always got their back. That's how it always has been. That's always that's how it has been. My cousin gave me that fucking name. He gave me the name of Roman. You know, so
you become
listening, man. This is my that's my dog. Hollop, that's my dog. Mac,
appreciate you, brother. Always. Man. You already know. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? For sure. That's a fact. So,
one of the things that I learned this as I got a little bit older. So I don't let what people say have power over me. So I don't respond, and because you have to actually respect and value what the person is saying in order for it to impact you. So you have some people that are in your life that you care about what they say. You care about how they see you.
Right.
That's different. But if just random people who, just want to get a rise out of you or whatever,
right?
You got to catch me on a really bad day. Now I don't really have bad days like that because unlike Dom, I carry all the time. I go to church, I carry. I go to the Walmart, I carry. It was whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's very rare if I'm here that I don't have my weapon on me. Very rare.
What state are you in?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Charlotte.
Okay. See, I want to be around that. That's what I want to be. Like, cause I ain't doing the Philly shell. I ain't Floyd Mayweather out here.
No, Hollop, no. I will say this, guys, not to get off the subject, because I don't know if Bishop was on the last time, and it happens to be his hometown. We're trying, Bishop, on March 26th to get as many people as we can, because the Knicks are playing the Hornets on the 26th.
Right.
That should be a good game. That should be a good game.
Exactly. I know if nothing else, Bishop, I met Bishop, but me and Bishop are going to go see the game.
Right.
I'm just trying to get the rest of these guys, Bishop, to come on and hang out with us.
Yeah, that should be a good game.
I'm going to come out there. I think I'm going to come out there. You said March 26th, right?
Yeah, the Hornets are playing pretty good basketball
no
now.
Kidding. I mean, I told you before not to get off of the. I wish I could be like Bishop though. Sometimes, as much as I hate him, I don't have that. I don't have that no more, Bishop. That patience. That patience for games.
I don't. No, it's not a patience. It's not a patience. It's just like I don't value. Like if I don't value what you say. Like you don't hold that position in my life for me to react on what you're saying. That's like when you get pulled over and you get in the ticket. And then instead of just giving the ticket, the guy's just trying to talk to you in a demeaning way or belittle you or whatever. It's like, dude, like you like $2 away from asking me if I want fries with that, if I want an extra large fries. So like why would I let you rile me up? You know what I'm saying? Like
it's not worth it.
For you Northerners, the Hornet games start at 7, not 7:30 like at the Garden.
Right.
So it's the 7 o'clock, which means what? 10.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We going back to ATL.
That's my last Southern stop.
Yeah. Listen, we can go back to ATL as well. I got no issue.
I don't know when they play there. I can drive there too, guys.
Okay. Right. All I need is the date.
Play there.
Yeah. All I need is the dates. Yeah. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I'll just say this about myself or whatnot, man. I need to be a better communicator. You know what I'm saying? I have to, because I'm very bad. Like my family will tell you, oh, he don't call nobody. Well, that might be true, but let me just throw this in there. That might be true, but let me just add this too. You know, a phone works both two ways.
Just like the highway.
Exactly. You can reach out too. So if you're not reaching out, I may not reach out. Yeah, that sounds petty as hell. It is what it is. But again, I do realize I need to improve that. I have to reach out much more. I keep things bottled up inside and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like Bishop said, if somebody says something to try to get a reaction out of me and whatnot, if they say it to me, they're going to get a reaction. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah,
I haven't reached that.
Easy. Yeah, that's too easy. And it's like you're giving people power. You're giving people power over.
Right.
You know what someone said to me once? Don't let your emotions overpower your intelligence.
Right.
So, you know, people will try to trigger you because that's it. We're in the narcissistic age right now. And everybody is out for themselves and out to get something and out to get one over on another person. So, you know, when somebody triggers me, I'm ready to like kill everybody.
Exactly.
Not that I ever would, but
I would.
I'm punching walls. No. I mean, just for the powers that be, whoever's watching, I'm good.
Right.
But I've learned that when my emotions take over, I'm ready to freaking
exactly.
like
irrational.
Why? Because I have been through it. I've been through all the trauma. I'm in such a good space right now that I'm like, you know what? You're not gonna just get away from me. You know, your energy's bothering me.
Stay on that path, sister. Stay on that path.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Don't let your emotions take over what you know.
I try not to, but I have so many. What's the word I'm looking for? I just have issues. You understand? Like I want to do stuff. I just talked to Hollop recently, and I let him know that at some point I was actually going to do comedy. Do stand-up and whatnot. And Hollop is a great writer. You understand? And we get our creative juices flowing together and we collaborate and whatnot. But I haven't done it yet because I'm bullshitting right now. I'm BSing. I'm being real. I'm BSing. I want to get it done. I want to work with Hollop. And I am going to do it, though. Because I got to push through and just do the damn thing and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Stop being my own obstacle. stop being in my own way.
Get out your own way. Yes,
get out of my own way. You have to. You know what I'm saying? So I realize that, and
to Holland's point, I think it was Holland. April 6th is Atlanta.
Oh,
so we got the 26th of
March 26th. That's like a week later.
6th of April. Yeah, almost. Yeah, a little over a week. Yeah. How long does it take you to get to Atlanta, Bishop? 3 hours?
4 hours. 4 hours.
About 4.5 hours from where I live.
4 hours because it's the traffic for about 4 hours up to downtown. It could be 5 hours depending on because this, Atlanta is like traffic. Like Midtown standstill on the highway traffic.
On the highway.
On the highway. Exactly. I've experienced that.
And it'd be like eight lanes on the highway, and all of them are just sitting.
On a good day, I could get.
Is that on 85?
Yeah. If I could get on a good day, I could get from here to where Bishop's at in 2 hours.
Okay,
on a good day. On a good day, because there's no highway. There's no highway going from where I live to Bishop. By the time I get on the highway, I'm getting off the next exit to go to the arena.
So let me holler. How long is that flight from New York to Atlanta? That's like about what, 3 hours? 3.5 hours?
2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah.
Okay. I can deal with that. We'll deal with that.
So guys, one of the things that you start realizing as you get older is like when you get angry, that's the easiest emotion to deal with. Anger is the easiest emotion to deal with. It doesn't require you to think through things. It doesn't require you to work through anything. There's a whole host of other emotions that we experience in life, and anger is the easiest one to jump into because it doesn't require anything. It's a defense mechanism.
Right.
So I say that to say, like, being a better you is understanding the true emotion that you're going through and not divulging into just being like angry, because you might be experiencing something else, but you mask that with the anger and never really deal with the real problem.
Right.
If you feel insecure, you'll deal with anger. If you're feeling vulnerable, you deal with it. You anger.
You have to deal with the core wound.
Yeah. And I think that's part of the thing.
Right.
I'm not sure. Women usually deal with this a lot better than men, but as men, we got to really, really, really hone in and try to develop what I would call like emotional intelligence.
That's like doing shadow work.
Yeah, we kind of be able to hone into the true emotion that you're feeling, and it requires you to be a little bit vulnerable, even with yourself, because you have to admit, hey, the reason why I feel this way because I'm fearful. The reason why I feel this way is because I'm insecure about this or whatever it is. But the core emotion, you got to deal with that. And I think a lot of times the anger, you mask that by just being angry.
And the hardest thing is, and we had this conversation before.
Good point.
Like it took me 7 years to get the issues I had to at least talk to somebody. Because again, not to divulge, but what I did, it wasn't army-ish enough to like come forward with the stuff us little small groups did. But after I retired, even then, guys, like 7 years later, I'm in my fucking car. And I'm like, nah, it's time. Let me just at least give it a shot. I ain't got to worry about Sergeant Knucklehead gonna look at me now like, oh man, you had to get help. That's over. I'm retired. Let me at least give this a shot. And I told you guys the biggest thing I learned from the psychiatrist, the shit we practice in the military. Stay in your lane. That's what she told me. You was in the Army your whole life, Dom. You heard stay in your lane. Yes, ma'am. That is more prevalent in the civilian world because of family, friends. At that time, I had a job. She said, but you got to learn to just stay in your lane and don't let too many people in it. And to me, that was the catch. Trying to be that fucking cure guy. I can cure every problem.
Right.
And after, I don't know, maybe 6 months, I was like, I know motherfuckers ain't going to like me because just stay in my lane sounds really good. Where I could just, it's only me and my wife. then shortly after that, I lose my son.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's really just me and my wife. And I'm like, this shit has got to work now. I can't let everybody in. Everybody that think about this, guys, and I don't mean to sound like it probably happened to most of us. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that come in with something, some kind of luggage, some kind of problem. And here you are, Why do I got to be that guy? And after that, guys, and it's been about 5 years now, that you know what, it works. And that's to the subject of what can you do for you to be better? Just, hey, I'm not that guy. It may, because again, most of the time you're talking family, money, favors. So the arm distance becomes really like fucking Captain America's shield. Now everybody knows. So the chances of somebody coming to me and saying, I wonder if he changed. No, not happening.
Understood.
No, not happening.
I hear you, brother.
Well, I see a trauma therapist every 2 weeks.
That's always good. That's always a good
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, my life up until, I'm sorry, I got freaking cat hair in my face. She told me, you don't have to forgive things from your past, but you have to accept yourself, everything, every part of yourself, and don't be afraid of what people think. Who cares? Like for me, I couldn't care less what people think. Like, oh well, get in line, But
I feel you, Ev.
But just accepting, just like I've been doing a lot of trying to heal from and accepting the things that happened in my life, and it's like, and I'm like, I spent so many years trying to figure out why did all this happen? Why did my mother marry a sociopath? Why did I marry a sociopath? But and then I was like, you know what? Who cares? I'm here. I'm alive. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to be alive because I shouldn't be alive right now. I've had several people try to kill me.
Wow.
And that's what I'm saying. I was saying last week or the week before about frequency. Mm-hmm. You got to raise your frequency. You have to, embrace life. Don't be afraid of life. Don't. Fear is such a low vibration. Fear is the lowest vibration, actually. And if you want to raise your frequency, start looking for things to be happy, to make you happy, to make you feel that feeling that, like a piece of chocolate or something. I don't know, whatever. But that's the problem is everybody is afraid right now. So many people are afraid, and they're generating this super low energy. And
so part of the thing is, and if you really think about it, Dom, you made a really good point. In order for you to be happy, somebody else is going to have to be unhappy. So in order for you to be happy, in order for you to be truly happy, somebody else is going to have to be unhappy. Now the challenge is how bad do you want to be happy? Because we all have this thing where either we don't want to disappoint people, we don't want people to think bad about us, or whatever the situation is, whatever your vice is or whatever. But in order for you to be truly happy, in some positions in your life, somebody else is going to have to be unhappy. And
you have to accept that.
Can you deal with that? And if you can deal with that, life is going to be real good for you.
Right. And that's exactly.
There's a lot of people that won't take that approach, though. You understand what I'm saying? As far as like understanding about
It's hard,
for you to be happy. It is. But it's very difficult.
Remember, there's a lot more people that will be happy for you. There's a lot more people that are happy for you, and you got to migrate towards those people. The people that aren't happy for you, the people that aren't doing anything for you, get them out of your life. Just just forget they even exist. Migrate to people like you guys. I love doing this every week because
I appreciate it.
We can express,
of course,
ourselves.
But I provide that platform. It's a pleasure for me.
But
yeah, well, I don't agree with the pedophilia and the homicidal stuff. I don't agree with all of that. So,
oh my goodness,
no, I'm good.
You know what? You gotta fall back. Son, you gotta fall back on that. Stop that nonsense. Nobody's saying no damn pedophilia. None of that. Man. There's grown ass adult women and stuff like that. And
be a better you.
Okay, that's it. Go ahead, holla with your hot take, man.
Yeah, I think my whole thing is the happiness thing. I think that's a female thing. Like, for me as a man, I want peace.
Well, that's happiness too. That's happiness too.
Yeah,
it's happiness for me.
Nah, not really.
So you're not satisfied when you're at peace.
It's different. Happiness has to do usually with something going on. Peace exists where nothing is going on, and men are comfortable with that.
That's a form of happiness.
It's just the way that we experience it is different.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
But I was thinking about how do you become a better you? Like, that is really a good question, because all this time I've been sitting there thinking about that.
Okay.
And I'm like, how do I really answer that? And I was like, at the risk of sounding very arrogant, I think I'm awesome.
That's great.
Right.
My problem is, I think what would make me a better me is being around more people of like mind and on a high vibration of thinking.
Yes, sir.
You gotta be around.
I don't like. I've gone through the chambers of living as a Black American in America. I've gone through those chambers, and one of the things. So that's why it's a lot of things that I don't engage in now, because I've gone through it, and I'm just tired of the complaining. I'm tired of the look at what this one did. So and so violated the Constitution. Oh, look, this is discrimination. I don't give a flying fuck about any of that shit.
That's why I want.
At the end of the day, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
And if you ain't doing nothing about it, then stop talking about it. It gets tiring. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
And I like being around people that's doing shit.
Right.
That's why I told Arbin when we had our conversation, I said, please, for the love of God, let's get together so we can work on some bits.
Yes.
Because that inspires me. That gives me something to put my brain power to, instead of worrying about what Donald Trump is doing. I don't give a fuck what Donald Trump is doing.
Don't make me laugh.
I hear you.
I don't care about immigration. I don't care about Venezuela. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit that's going on.
Right.
And to Hollow's point, like peace or happiness. You know what they say? Happiness is fleeting.
Right.
So if happiness fleets and you don't have peace, what do you have? No, I'm more of that nature. I just want,
you know what happiness is to me?
Old, man, to be
happiness to me is like the weather.
It's gonna change.
It's like I'm happy because it's 70 or 80 degrees, then I'm sad because it's just this up and down bullshit that I like stability, peace.
Right, exactly. I'm with you on that. I'm with him on that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with him on that.
That's why I live alone. Thank you very much.
And I think that's what I'm not the. But I think, to Hollow's point, I think that's what keeps people in that stumbling block. You know what? I heard a good thing. I used to always say, like, social media. I always say it's a gift and a curse. And I think it was Av. We was doing the Knicks and Ish show, I think. And he said, Dom, it's worse than that, man. Social media is like a gun in the wrong people's hands. I'm like,
He's right.
I never heard that one before, but
he's right.
What? Yeah. And
you know,
I got a hot take on that too.
Yeah,
there's a class action lawsuit.
But too many people are too entwined with this shit. Like y'all heard me say it a million times, guys. If you believe social media is real and it has to be a part of your life, give me a call. Give me a call because I'll try to talk you off the bridge. If not, I'll walk you to the bridge.
That's my hot take. My hot take is that social media ends the moment you put your fucking phone down.
Right.
It's not real.
Right.
Yep.
And
people
again,
think
this
it's real.
This is where I get a kick out of every day with you guys, first and foremost, with the little daily quotes.
Of course.
And then today in sports. And then that's it for me. I'm not getting entwined with all of this other bullshit. I love sports, and I love doing that with us every first thing in the morning, guys. First thing I do is wake up, send y'all a little quote, do my this day in sports on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then I'm done.
Yo,
like
when I talk,
I put the phone down if it rings, and I
when
want to answer it.
Is Ronan still there?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
When me and Ronan talk, you know what we talk about? We talk about infrastructure, talk about construction, roads and highways, shit like that. We ain't talking about Venezuela.
No.
No. It's weird. Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about, and that's just a couple of, that's not all we talk about, but it's like we talk about things that to me are relevant.
Right.
Things that I can put my energy and my brain power to.
There you go.
I can't put my energy and my brain power to it's like I told somebody, if you don't get punished for a crime, then why not just make the crime legal?
Right.
Right.
Or just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we saying, oh, this is a crime? But if nobody's being punished or penalized, then what's the fucking crime?
Exactly.
Am I the only one that could say, honestly, guys, I don't know when's the last time I watched the news.
I don't either.
Oh, good for you.
I don't even know what channel it's on. I
know it sounds.
First of all,
I can't remember the last time I
something happened.
My TV to a news channel.
Something happened with the so-called news that changed years ago. I think which came first? Did OJ come first? No, OJ came first. Then 9/11 came, right?
Yeah. Right. Before 9/11.
Yeah.
What happened with OJ, and we can all thank OJ for this, is that OJ created the 24-hour cycle news. And then 9/11 came, and then that created the 24, like that added on to it. So now that changed the paradigm, because news used to only come on like what in the morning,
and then 6 to 7,
and then 11, right?
11 o'clock. Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't 24 fucking hours, because there's nothing that you need to know for 24 hours news. Like that's why when you hear breaking news, it's sort of like that. What's that Vampire in Brooklyn, where Eddie Murphy said, "If every day is a sunny day, then what's a sunny day?"
Right.
If everything is breaking news, then what the fuck is breaking news?
Right.
And you don't even know if it's breaking news no more.
It's not. It's no breaking news. It's just. Like I told people a long time ago. Whenever you have somebody yelling action and yelling cut, it's a production, and that includes the news.
The one good thing about OJ though, Holla, it gave us picture in picture.
Oh man!
Remember
with the Knicks,
when they put the Knicks in the little.
Yeah.
Honest, guys, some of y'all heard this before. My kids were little, and I'm a Knicks fan,
right?
And they see me getting upset, and my youngest son was like, "Come on, Dad, it's only a game." Damn that shit! I thought them LA police were violent. They didn't follow no rules. Why ain't they shooting the tires out? Why they interrupted a Knicks game? Take that car out. My kids are looking.
If you look at the timeline,
out of his mind.
If you look at the timeline, there's a direct link to all of these things to what you got going on now, which is called rage bait.
Right.
The 24-hour news cycle created rage bait.
Exactly.
Because you got to keep people angry. You got to keep people amped up about some bullshit 24 hours out of the day.
Right.
Thank you, Ted Turner. Yo, are you guys old enough to remember? I think me and R. I don't know how old Hollip is, but
what's
I
that?
think me and R. When TV went off at a certain time.
Of course.
They played the national anthem.
Exactly.
The TV,
I remember those days.
the TV went off until 6 o'clock the next morning.
There you go.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Never mind 24-hour news cycle. No, your TV went black.
Went off.
Right.
Yeah, it went off, Hollip.
Yeah, the
I
snow.
remember.
But we didn't.
I remember.
We didn't have nothing else. But so
No.
now again, to Hollip's point, now that you look back, what really happened from 12 to 6? That somebody had to, well, not me at that time. Who would have wake Hollip up between?
We have to know about it.
Oh
my God! Did you see that? Oh,
Hollip.
And it's never nothing good.
Really?
Never nothing good.
Don't tell me
It's all shock and
all bad. It's all shock and awe, and it's like if you allow yourself to be subject to that for 24 hours a day, you are going to be insane.
Oh,
exactly.
That's kind of where we're at right now.
I'd much rather be talking to Ronan. I'd much rather be building comedy bits with R. I'd much rather be doing something creative with my brain than sitting back watching misery porn for 24 hours.
Shit get turned into mush. You know what, Hollip? There's people that wait for this shit. Like, again, I swear to God, guys, I cannot remember the last time I actually sat down and watched the news. I may have skimmed past it, on the guide, but to actually sit and say, well, let me see what's going on. Well, first of all, everybody and their mother gets alerts on their phone.
Right. How
So
about
even
that?
I got
Yo, R.
say,
Yes, sir.
Lord.
Yo, R, you know Deontay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Deontay's cool young kid.
Right.
I saw him. He was talking about Venezuela or some shit like that. He said, he was having a debate with somebody online. And he said, man, I did 3 hours of research into this. And I told Deontay, I said, you owe me 3 hours.
Yeah, you stole.
If you dedicated 3 hours to fucking Venezuela, you owe me those 3 hours. I need 3 hours from you on something important.
Right. I feel you, man.
Because at the end of the day, what are you going to do about that situation?
Nothing.
Right.
So why talk about it?
Exactly, because especially if
why invest energy and time into it if there's nothing that you can do about it?
Because people are.
I'll just say this. I'll just say this. And also get dumb.
Yeah.
What I'll say about that situation is actually I'm happy he talked to you about that than give you a chair shot because that's what I thought was coming.
But the only thing I dug, I don't mean to sound like this, but the only thing that gave me some interest in what happened, the mission in Venezuela, it just gave me that, I don't want to say flashback, but that going in, coming out, and all within a certain time. Like, I remember being on the chopper and we hit the fucking stopwatch, and you boom, 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 and you sit the stopwatch with like I hate to say it, like the Equalizer. Remember how the Equalizer would hit his watch and time shit? That's how the media, believe it or not, was catching on to how fast these ratings would go. We would actually time the shit. For real. We would and then boom, boom. That was the only thing. After that, Hollip, you're right. I could give two shits.
Yeah, come on.
I don't like one of the things that irritates me more than anything else is when people talk about they're not following the Constitution. They're violating the code. Who gives a freaking fuck?
Were you there? The biggest
is anybody in jail for violating the Constitution? Oh, they're not? So then why are we talking about it?
You know what I always say, guys? It's like I turned myself off to like shit like ESPN. Now that they moved the clowns from TNT to ESPN, I used to always tell my son when he would say, Dad, son, I need my oxygen. I'm getting older. So if I watch dumb shit like that for 30 minutes, I ain't getting that 30 minutes worth of oxygen.
No, you're not.
I guarantee you, if any of us on this phone, anybody on this phone commits a crime, nobody's going to sit back and have an intellectual conversation about it. You're going to prison.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't going to give a shit what you do or do for a living. You're going to jail.
Oh, that was really messed up what R did. Oh, let's. Can I have some more shaved nutmeg on my chai latte?
Yeah, R beat up that homeless guy on 42nd Street, and now we got to go bail him out.
Extra foam, please. At least tables. I need to cross my legs. These tables need to be higher.
Exactly.
I'm a Starbucks guy.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
I want to have.
In some cases, sometimes that's where I find that extra solace. Like
Right.
now, not now because it's cold, but when the weather's
Right.
nice, I'll go to Starbucks, get my coffee, sit outside, watch the traffic, watch people come in and out. I ain't got no job, so
Careless.
I can sit there for a few minutes. Yeah, and just watch the world spin around and motherfuckers rushing in to get their coffee, getting in their car, burning out the parking lot. I'm like,
dude, the shit is crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Like there's times I'll go to Times Square just to sit on those steps. I don't know if you ever seen these steps or whatnot that people are at, and I'll just people watch, and the shit is hilarious. It's hilarious. I've seen damn near every situation imaginable, and I just crack up, and I'm like, wow, look at these fools. Look at these fools.
That's what I don't have a Times Square, but that's what I get at Starbucks. And
that's what you get exactly.
I always sit in the same spot outside.
And I'm sure there's some interesting sights to be seen. Like, interesting stories, bro.
And then sometimes I'll sit inside, and hear people like flip scripts, like Hollop said. I need more cream in my. They be getting like really twisted over a cup of coffee. I'm like,
dude,
this shit is
amazing.
And I don't have it in me, guys, to take my phone out and film shit. I just sit there. Yes, I'm sorry.
You said you watch traffic.
Yeah, I just sit there and watch people come in and out.
I can tell you this: on what I do in my job, you can get paid to do that.
Yeah, and I'm doing it for
we film traffic, and then what we do, we sit down and we have a digital box and we count cars.
Right.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I did last week. I'm dead ass serious.
Wow.
So I can hang out with you, Hollop, Ronan, with a cup of coffee.
For sure.
And just have a day of this shit.
You'd be good.
Sit there and watch count cars
and get paid
6 hours.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like,
much more productive than dealing with Venezuela.
Exactly, Hollop. You know what's funny, Hollop? Like, again, not to beat this to death, but if you talk about it all day, what does that mean? Like, what happened? What did you get out of it?
It's called cafe consciousness. That's what I
okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna do that when I go to Starbucks.
Cafe consciousness. Yeah, it's the type of consciousness that can only be in a cafe with your legs crossed
and a latte,
sipping on some chai latte.
Wow.
And musing and opining about the struggle.
Exactly.
Yeah, the struggle is real, Hollop. Don't get it twisted.
While you lift your chai latte up with your pinky extended.
with your phone, with your phone on. Mm-hmm.
Like I said, let me get ready to break out. No, it's all good. It's been a great show, great conversation.
Yeah, I gotta go too, y'all.
Don't forget, guys. Don't forget, March 26th.
I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna put a request in for that day or days off, should I say? Because I'm gonna hang out with y'all and whatnot. Definitely look for the tickets for March.
You know what I didn't do though, guys? I don't know what day.
Always a pleasure, people.
Take care, Holly.
But here's the weird thing.
Have a good night.
Before y'all go, it's a Bishop point. The Hornets have beaten the Sixers by 30-something. And they beat OKC by 20-something tonight. Their last two games.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Might be on some shit.
Has Ball been playing?
Nah.
Yeah, but this kid that I've been telling y'all about, that Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
He's back. He's finally
off
that injured list.
So what's up with the other point guard, Sexton?
Oh, I don't know. But again, they've averaged beating teams by almost 30 points and two quality teams.
Yeah, you got that right. Brothers and sister, it's been a hell of a show. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for always joining. I appreciate that.
Sir.
Tom, Ev, Bishop.
We'll see you next week.
Olive, Ronan, Reggie. See you next week, God willing. Yes, indeed. All right. And I appreciate Av for being in the chat, adding some salt to the wounds and whatnot. I get it. It's all good.
Right. Good night.
So with that being said, y'all have a pleasant evening. Great weekend. Stay warm. Stay safe.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, people.